Michelle Trachtenberg, the actress who rose to fame as a precocious child star in Harriet the Spy and went on to have memorable roles on TV shows including Gossip Girl, has died, according to the New York City Police. She was 39. Police responded to a 911 call on Wednesday, just after 8 a.m. local time, and found a woman unconscious and unresponsive inside a Manhattan apartment. She was later identified as Trachtenberg, according to an NYPD spokesperson. EMS responded to the location and pronounced the victim deceased. The star's family has denied an autopsy of her body for religious reasons, meaning the cause and manner of how she died remain undetermined. The New York City office of the chief medical examiner did not overrule the family's objection because there is no suspicion of foul play related to Trachtenberg's passing. Tributes have flooded in for the actor in the wake of her death, with the star's final Instagram post among the places where fans have been sharing their condolences and kind words. Trachtenberg shared her most recent post on February 18th, when she uploaded a picture of herself taken at the premiere of National Geographic Channel's Killing Kennedy, which took place at the Sabin Theater in California. Criminality is not suspected, the NYPD said in a statement, adding that the investigation remains ongoing. Trachtenberg's official cause of death will come from the medical examiner's office. Earlier on Wednesday, an NYPD source told CNN that Trachtenberg reportedly had a recent medical issue and that her death appeared to be related to natural causes and not suspicious. The family requests privacy for their loss. There are no further details at this time. A representative for Trachtenberg told CNN in a statement, "With her cheeky demeanor and sharp comedic timing, Trachtenberg fit in naturally with the over-the-top humor that dominated Nickelodeon in the 90s. She first gained attention with a role on The Adventures of Pete and Pete and went on to star in Nickelodeon's first feature film, 1990 Essex of Harriet the Spy. In the latter, she shared the screen with Rosie O'Donnell, young Gregory Smith and Jay Smith Cameron, who would go on to star in Succession and played her mother in the project. Looking back at the experience, which took place just as she turned 10 years old, Trachtenberg called O'Donnell her biggest supporter on the set. Born October 11th, 1985, in Brooklyn, Trachtenberg began acting in commercials when she was only 3. By age 5, she'd appeared in an episode of Law and Order, and she quickly starred in several children's TV shows, including The Adventures of Pete and Pete on Nickelodeon. "I saw a friend of mine in a commercial," Trachtenberg told the Los Angeles Daily News in 1996, and walked over to my mom and said, "Mommy, I want to be on TV." Trachtenberg rose to fame at just 10 as the plucky titular Snoop in the 1996 film Harriet the Spy. Rosie O'Donnell, who co-starred with the young actress in Harriet the Spy, was floored by the news of the actress's death. "Heartbreaking," O'Donnell said in a statement to Us Weekly. "I love her very much. She struggled the last few years. I wish I could have helped." In an interview with Uproxx in 2016, Trachtenberg said she had several rounds of auditions in front of everyone involved in the movie before earning the titular role. "I wore the same thing every time, a striped Gap t-shirt and overalls, which I keep in storage to this day," she added. "It became a classic movie," Trachtenberg said in a 2005 interview. "For some reason, I still get, oh, Harriet the Spy, walking down the hall. I'm like, 10 years later and I still..." Trachtenberg earned a spot in cult fandom in the last 3 seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where she played Dawn, the sister of the title character. Years later, Trachtenberg spoke about her experiences on the show, saying the cast had to create a rule that director Joss Whedon was not allowed to be in a room alone with her. Through the 2000s, Trachtenberg starred in a series of teen movies, including Eurotrip, Mysterious Skin, and Ice Princess, where she tried to break her reputation as simply a cute former child star. She eventually succeeded, with Trachtenberg perhaps best known for her role on Gossip Girl, where she played the notorious Georgina Sparks. "She is basically the evil bee, H from hell," Trachtenberg said in a 2008 interview after landing the role. Trachtenberg went on to torture Blake Lively's character and her friends for multiple seasons before eventually being accepted as part of the squad by the end of the show. After her turn on Gossip Girl, Trachtenberg mostly popped up for brief appearances in TV series, including NCIS, Los Angeles, and Criminal Minds, and in less popular films. Her last prominent role came in 2013's Killing Kennedy, where she played Lee Harvey Oswald's wife, Marina, and surprised her agents with her abilities. They said, "You know Marina is Russian?" And I said, "Where have you been for the last 20 years?" I speak Russian and being very proud of my Russian roots. I've wanted for almost my entire life to bring this secret talent to my work, Trachtenberg told the Daily News in 2013. Though she faded from the spotlight, Trachtenberg's starring roles in millennial touchstones such as Buffy and Gossip Girl endeared her to a generation. Feel like for every millennial, Michelle Trachtenberg was a huge deal, one of the biggest stars, read a social media post with more than 4,000 likes. Recently, fans have been asking Trachtenberg if she would be in the reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was announced earlier this month with Sarah Michelle Gellar returning as Buffy. James Marsters, who played Spike on the hit show, mourned Trachtenberg's death Wednesday. Last year, Michelle Trachtenberg took to social media to address comments about her appearance, positing a photo on Instagram on January 19th, 2024 with the caption, "Fun fact, this is my face. Not malnutrition, no problems. Why do you have you hate? Get a calendar." She initially addressed her physical appearance a day earlier, on January 18th, 2024, posting a photo with the caption, "I've received several comments recently about my appearance. I have never had plastic surgery. I am happy and healthy. Check yourself, haters."